Good morning and welcome to the Nova Show. I'm your host, Chris Nova. Welcome to the show. Here at the Nova Show, we do what I want when I want because it's my fucking show. Welcome to the show, everyone. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're all having an absolutely wonderful day. I hope you're all having a good Sunday. And I hope you're all ready for a very exciting and exhilarating round of The Nova Show. First things first, I want to get my microphone dialed in. I feel like it's clipping just a little bit, so I'm going to turn the volume down just a little bit. So I usually run it around 80%. I'm going to pull it all the way down to 65%. I'm going to turn it up in OBS right here. I'm also going to go into my filters, and I'm going to kill the compression just like that. We'll see how that sounds. Hopefully that sounds okay. And we all know how I'm going to go measure my volume. I'm going to do my headphone trick, so let me grab my headphones. So this is always an interesting exercise because basically what I do is I have to talk and then I listen over my own phone. Ooh, that sounds great. Wow. Okay, I'm actually super stoked with this. This is great sound. This sounds amazing. How come you guys didn't tell me I sounded this good? I could just listen to myself all day. This is amazing. Can you hear the keyboard too? Let's see. Let's go see. I wonder if I can hear my own keyboard. I can't really hear it. Let's see. Yeah, kind of. Just enough to tell that it's there. Just notes of keyboard. I'm okay with that. I'll keep it. Okay, so welcome to the show, everyone. Hope you're having a great day. So I'm not super sure what we're going to be doing today. Last time we did one of these shows, we started off with me taking my meds and then looking at pull requests in Rust, and we kind of just followed the dopamine from there. I suspect we're going to do something like that again today. I knew I wanted to stream. I wasn't quite sure what I was going to stream about. If you haven't been following along the past, honestly, 2023 has just been kind of very unusual for us, right? If you were following along last year, you know, I was streaming pretty much every day. And now I have this exciting new job at GitHub, which I do love. But GitHub is a smart company. It takes there's a lot going on there that requires my full attention. I think there's been some other gigs I've had in the past, which were less, how can I frame this? I could do a normal amount of work at those gigs, and still have time and energy to stream. GitHub is awesome for me, and I love it that way, if that makes sense. So hopefully that will work out for all of us. And so yeah, 1 second. So anyway, we're gonna look at Rust, hopefully write some code for Aura. I would also like to look at machine learning. So I got a couple books on artificial intelligence and neural networks. So I've just been reading. I'm very far from an expert, but I've just been reading the books. They make for good bedtime stories. And so I'll be live streaming a lot of that today. So welcome to the show. Buckle up. Let's get going. Okay. So, first things first, let's jump into the GitHub issue tracker. Or Aura. Or not the issue tracker, the pull requests. Let's see what we got here. So, looks like we have 2 PRs that are ready. And the VM service is the one that I should look at today. So we'll do both of these and we'll see how we are. So let's see. This one says I approved these. This is ready to go. So we'll update this one and merge it in, and let's see what this one does. So it looks like I remember I said this in Discord, but I think all permissions are okay. What is this? Given Aura script is on the client's device, but just so I get double checked on this, Aura script will have all permissions, including git set environmental variables. Yes. Access to APIs that provide information about the user's operating system. That one is interesting. That's pretty much the banality of my career. Need more detail there. High resolution, time measurement, don't care. Network access, need more information, need more details. Loading of dynamic libraries, need more details. I mean, I think it's fine. To let the for example, we detail around this statement. Will be required. We can begin the conversation with at least sorry, excuse me. Okay, I think that's fine. I think I'm going to approve this one. Let's go actually look at the code. So basically, this is just like a regular runtime worker now. Permission container allow all. I think I'm okay with this. I'm going to approve this for now. This is a great starting point. This is a great starting point. Approved. Cool. So how's everybody doing today? Oh, Future Highway's here. Oh, Jerome is here. Everybody's here. Arjun is here. Holy shit. Base Plane is here. Emigat. Madeline is here. Jeez, fuck me. Dimitri. Wow, the whole crew was here while I was just typing into my keyboard. LOL. Okay, well, I need a minute to tell everybody hi. This is a huge rush of dopamine I was not expecting. Good morning, Dimitri Miner. Hey, Nova, nice to see you. Madeline is here, says, morning, Chris. Happy Sunday. I love you. Aw, and I got a sunshine. And Madeline has a Bjorn emoji next to her name, and that just makes me super fucking stoked. Good morning, Mads. Can I call you Mads? I feel like we're friends, and I feel like you're either gonna love or hate the nickname. Hopefully you, like, hate it, but, like, in a good way, where you're not, like, really mad at me. You're just, like, annoyed, but it's cute. Anyway, that's what I'm going for. Hopefully I got it right. Based Plant is here. Future is here. Those are all more detailed in the permission link. Jerome says, hi, folks. And Will Coin the chat says, hello, thanks for all your hard work. I appreciate you. Can't stick around, but wanted to give you props and respect and good energy before I dive into fixing my computer. Fuck yeah. Thank you for that. Yeah. Getting to a point of success in your career does not come without tremendous criticism. And I think that's one of, like, 2022 was the year I learned leadership. 2021 was the year I learned influence. 2020 was the year I learned self-care. 2023 is going to be the year I learned perception. That's going to be my word for the year. It'll be perception. And I think as I'm growing as a leader, one of the things I'm learning is, holy shit, people see you as a hero, as an idol, an icon, and then people also see you as a fucking just nasty, horrible human being. And you and your true version of yourself are somewhere in between. And I am learning that perception is like a huge part of leadership, is both holding up your own perception of yourself and just general awareness of the bandwidth of perception that the world is going to have of you. And I think hearing things like, hey, you're doing a good job, is nice, because that's like putting one more dot on the graph on the Nova, you're doing a good job side of the scatter plot here. And I don't know, it makes me happy. So I'm just like super happy. Thank you for saying that. Criticism and praise. I saw someone talking about how smart and wonderful you are in a Discord the other day. It wasn't me, but I obviously agree. I try. So it's interesting, right? It's like, I think there's a term for this, but I don't know if I know it off the top of my head. But it's basically like the more you focus on doing the right thing, the more that people will take flaw with it. It's like too much of one good thing will turn into a bad thing. Does that make sense? It's like, you know, you putting rules and regulations in place to keep people from littering and, you know, vandalizing national monuments. And you're like, cool, that's great. I agree with that. And then you put more rules in place. And you're like, okay, this makes sense. I understand I can only be here for these specific hours and I need a permit before I show up. And then it's like, now we put more rules in place. And it's like, okay, I got the permit. I waited in line. I'm sticking on the path. I'm not bringing anything metal into the park. I allowed you to search my bags before I got here. I'm inside the park now. And then it's like, and now you can't chew gum. And now you can't come in the park without us drawing your blood. And like, it's like, whoa, holy shit. Like, this is getting very invasive. You need to check my blood, like, for viral infection before I enter the space. And so, like, anything can turn into a bad thing, right? Given enough of it. And so I sometimes people like to find the bad things in the things that I do, and it hurts, to say the least. And I try to keep my head up. So anyway, thank you for that. Mads is totally cool, says Mads. Future Highway says they also want to sign off on the licenses. Last comment on the PR. Let's see. Looks like the license check is failing because Dino runtime dependency on the notify crate, which has the Creative Commons 01 or artistic that aren't greenlisted. Yeah, we can greenlist these. Let's do that. Let's greenlist these. How do I do that? I think I'm just gonna merge it. Deny.tuml file. I guess my question, like, I know where to do it. My question is, how do I do it with like GitHub or whatever? Like, this isn't my PR. So like, what's the best practices here? Do I just like edit their files? Do I merge it and then like edit the file? I think I just merge it and then edit it on my end. Because any of the Creative Commons is fine. If that makes sense. Merge, the new PR works. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna merge. And there we go. Cool. And we'll go back to our PRs here, and we have one more. And so this one we think, let's see, we think this one's good. Faceplant says, I've also been reading a bit on the machine learning stuff. One of my areas of study is philosophy of mind, so I've been absorbing and laughing a lot of the claims people are making about ML and consciousness. Here's the question. Y'all want to get into like a serious conversation here on machine learning? Let's just throw the whole computer and mathematics out of the conversation for a minute. Like, it's there, don't get me wrong. I literally have books on the topic sitting right here next to me on my desk. I understand it's there. That's not what I'm talking about though. I want to talk about the general concept of consciousness. That's what I want to fucking talk about today. I want to talk about what it means to be self-aware. Are you sentient? That is the conversation I want to have. That is the conversation I want to start out with. That is the conversation where all machine learning and artificial intelligence conversations should start in my mind. Because hear me out. And this is coming from like years of software engineering with grown adults and building, you know, products that serve the world for the past decade of my life. There are some basic do's and do nots in any engineering discipline that is critical for success. The first one is you need shared vernacular. I cannot tell you how many fucking times, why did this fail? I cannot tell y'all how many fucking times I have walked into a room and people are arguing about something. They're like, oh, we should enable the feature flag, or we should disable the feature flag, or no, it has to be enabled. Why do you want to disable my feature flag? And then I unpack the situation and I ask clarifying questions and I slow the conversation down, and you know, I ask the naive, dumb first person in the room questions. And lo and behold, it turns out that people had a different idea in each of their minds of what they were talking about. Every fucking time. So until we can agree on what consciousness even means in the first place, I don't even want to have the math conversation, because I'm convinced that if we had 100 people in the room, which we do right now because it's Twitch, if we had 100 fucking people in the room and we were to ask all of them to write down, what does consciousness mean to you, we would get 100 different fucking answers. Full fucking stop. So I don't want to talk about whether or not machines are conscious, because I don't even think you guys can speak objectively about consciousness in the first place. I'm Chris Nova, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Do I get a good game or what? Okay, so this failed. Required by a bound trait introduced to this call. So let's go fix this one. So this is cargo nix. Failing in relation to Aurae 467. Let's go see. Again, it opened up an issue. Okay. So let me open up a PR to fix the build, and then we'll rebase on top of that. So that's easy enough to do. Git branch, git pull origin main, rebase, and And usually it's also orthogonal intelligence. Well, so here's my whole thing. Here's my whole thing. A lot of people I know in my life, in my career, say that I don't actually feel feelings. And I don't know if this is my neurosis or what, but a lot of people are just like, I just reason about them. Right? I've just trained myself over 35, 36 years of being around people and depending on society to survive, that I've just learned that body language, eye contact, tone of voice, inflection, how people carry themselves, their word choices, measuring how their posture changes throughout the conversation given keywords and phrases, that I've just taught myself a general set of rules to reason about people. And you know what? I don't disagree. Like, I'll be honest. And I know a lot of people who are sitting in their chair right now feeling called the fuck out because that's how they do it as well. And I guess that's my point. All of that is deterministic. All of that conversation is algorithmic, right? Algorithm. You put the same input into a system and you get the same output deterministically. You can determine the output based on the input. That's the point of an algorithm, right? If you take any string and you pass it through a hash function like SHA, you get a hash. You pass the same string through a million times, you get the same hash a million times in a row. It doesn't change. It's deterministic. That's my waking life, right? I can't really disagree with that, but like, I consider myself conscious. I consider myself self-aware. At least most days anyway, am I right? And here we go. So let's see. So let's fix this first and foremost. Thank you for the follow, everyone. As it turns out, all I have to do is work on my open source project. And talk about consciousness, and people come and hang out. So we want a green list. So we have allow and we have deny, default deny. So we want to add C for a list of possible licenses. I also want us to get the SPDX license identifier on every one of our source files, if that makes sense. So we want Creative Commons. So it was CC01 if I'm not mistaken, right? Attribution generic. So let's... So allow, so we have BSD, ISC, left MIT, NPL. We have Creative Commons 010. And I think that's a good starting point. Generic. And then 4.0 and this one as well. Okay, so we'll add these two. Okay. Base plan says that's feeling 2. I'm not sure that the rule following is actually what happens, and that there are some technical arguments, and primarily from the rule following paradox in crypt. The idea is that we would still need to answer what allows us to follow rules correctly. Sure, it's a good question. I sometimes stare at my baby and dog and wonder why I think one is conscious and the other not. Are animals conscious anyway? So this is the whole point, right? Like, what does consciousness mean to you? Most people I know define it as self-awareness, which that phrase alone comes with its own set of nuance, right? Like, you might be self-aware, but are you aware of your surroundings? And what if you just can't, you know, reason about your surroundings in the same way a more intelligent creature can? And what if we're not reasoning about our surroundings the same way that other intelligent, just like a dog, but we're the less intelligent? Okay. Are dogs not considered conscious? I thought they were. See, there you go. Now let's go fix our bug. I mean, I think my dog is conscious. He's about to come down here anyway. He comes when you call him. So this is in container kill RS. Runtime service, here we go. Already source CRI. On line 184. This one, and we'll see what we get. So it says into required by bound in so this is sandbox init kill signal sig kill lib container signal signal. So I think we do nix. Do we want libc or nix here? Let's go see what we have at the top. I suspect they're the same constant. So that was nix, am I right? So let's try libc on line 184. Big kill. The trait from I-32. What does init kill take? It takes a signal S. Speaking of conscious dogs. Awesome. Speaking of conscious dogs, so it takes a signal, which is S, and a signal into signal. And so it's a nix signal. Okay. So this is line 184. So if we upgrade to 0.26, and I think that upgrading to 0.26 will probably fix it because it should have the muzzle code as well. Let's go see. So this is Aurae D, because I think Aurae D is still actually using my branch. So this is, yeah, see, this is my lib container here. See, it's using my branch. So we want 0.26. Does that sound right? For nix. Yeah, so I think we do version like this. How do you do... In the top level cargo.toml, our nix is at 2.5 with a note. Okay, so why is... Hold on, let's figure out why this is yelling at me. No version matching. Oh, okay, so this is lib container. Let's go see. GitHub Yoki 0.04. Oh, so Yoki didn't upgrade. So let's just do... Let's do this. Let's do this for now. I mean, you said in the cargo.toml nix with a note as a v0.0.4. Cool. So let's upgrade this. And then libc groups. Let's go see if I suspect there's a bunch in here we're missing. Upgrade to 06 blocked by libc groups. Good afternoon. Linux means no. How's it going? Netlink. Used for netlink. Our netlink. Why are we using netlink? Netlink, the most underrated subsystem in the kernel. libc groups. So I think we're gonna do this here. Which libc groups is this? Is this the... This isn't the Yoki libc group, is it? Yeah, it certainly is. Okay, so who thinks it's gonna work? I don't think so. I think we're gonna have so many more problems we're gonna need to fix, but we'll see. Failed to select version for libc. Previously selected package libc. So let's go find our libc. We're at 0.2. Or this one. So we can do 2.140. Cargo dep work is such fun. We'll see. We'll see. You all seen the Mozilla AI stuff? What do you think? I talked to them about it a little bit. I can't comment on it right now, but I'm watching, to say the least. Hey, can I have a question? Maybe. Depends what your question is. Let's read on. You also work in Kali Linux and belong to White Hat. Sorry about my English. I'm not from country using English every day. It's okay. I do cybersecurity, kind of. I don't think I use the term white hat very much, but yes, I do work in security. I've done a lot of security work, like BoopKit. It looks like it might compile. Famous last words. Hi Nova, I don't know if you answered before, but what do you think about GitHub Copilot X? I think it's a great product. And I'm very excited to see what happens. Great question. Next question. Y'all want to see what books I bought for learning about neural networks? You guys want to have book club for a few minutes while we wait for the compiler? So I ordered more books, but here, so I ordered 3 books. I can show you the third one I ordered that isn't here yet, but these are the first ones that I got. So the first book that I got is this one. Artificial Intelligence Engines, a tutorial introduction to the mathematics of deep learning. So I got the hardcover because I'm a total fucking nerd for hardcover books. But this book, the reason I got it was because there's a lot of other follow-up books in the same like neighborhood that talk about like neural information theory and how a human brain processes sight. So it seems to sort of bridge the gap between biology and computers, which I'm here for that life. If I'm gonna go all out in a blaze of glory in my computer science career, I'm at 100% going to turn myself into a robot, which means I need to start reading about it now. And so anyway, there's a lot of information in here that I don't know about, which meant I wanted to read about it, right? I'm already getting excited about these words because I have no idea what they mean, right? Perceptrons. Back propagation algorithm. Boltzmann machines. Variational autoencoders. Deep RBMs. I have no idea what this stuff is, so naturally I bought this book. So at the very least, we'll see what's going on here and I'll learn about how an expert in the field thinks about things. That's probably what I'll get out of this book. Some like food for thought and some general perspective. I also got this book. So this is an O'Reilly book, which I usually hate, but in this case I bought one. And honestly, I don't know why I say I hate O'Reilly books because I have like 100 of them on the shelf, but it's another O'Reilly book and I'm an O'Reilly author myself. And anyway, this one is called Natural Language Processing with Transformers. And it says building language applications with Hugging Face. So Hugging Face is a Python library. And this talks about natural language processors with this library, which this should give us some insight into natural language processing. And this is fascinating because this actually talks about like where the rubber meets the road. And it talks about how you can like use math and probability and statistics to basically just like understand what people would like given a set of data. But what's fascinating about this is you need data to do this. And so like another like very simplistic worldview would be like, if I gave you a spreadsheet of, if we asked 1,000 people to pick their favorite Coke product, their favorite flavor of soft drink, and you had that spreadsheet in front of you, and I walked up to you and said, predict the likelihood that somebody is going to order a Coca-Cola, you would look at your spreadsheet and you could answer that question, right? That's effectively what we're doing with machine learning, but like we've taken that and we've like drawn some other interesting conclusions from it. And we now can take large sums of data and come up with really fascinating outcomes that are a lot more complex than just what's your favorite soft drink. And anyway, this library helps you do that. And it gives you like some examples and makes it easier. So I'll be looking at that. Can you throw those books somewhere? Yeah. So 1 second. It's also the compiler failed, by the way. So we have, actually I need to do a few things before we get into the compiler. It's natural language processing with transformers. So this is the first book, and then I'll show you all the second or the third book I ordered. So that's the one with the Python library. That's the O'Reilly book. The other one is this is, let's see. This is the other one. So this is the artificial intelligence. Can I link a cool conference talk? Yeah, please put it here. You know what? Actually, does somebody want to do this for us? Let's just do this now. Why we're here. So sign in with GitHub. New note. So we'll say cool, and we'll share this with everyone. Cool. So I would say please start compiling lists of things here and sort them. So we'll do machine learning. We'll do libraries. Actually, let's do it by media. So libraries, books, videos. And we'll say sorted by media type. Or should we sort by genre? Let's sort by genre. Right? Sorted by genre. So let's do this. We'll say general consciousness is here. We'll do machine learning, which machine learning is basically just training machines how to behave like humans. Artificial intelligence is like the ability for computers to reason. And then we have neural networks. That's one. We have NPUs, which this is basically, it's hardware or neural processing units, right? Similar to a GPU. Cool. So there you go. And you can, feel free to add links under each one. So my first book was, what was it? It was, let's go to the chat. Transformers book, copy link address. So that Transformers book is natural language processing. So I'm going to put that here. Natural language processing with transformers, building with Python library heading face. There you go. Cool. So that's a natural language and was stabilized. I think updating Rust will solve those errors, says. Let's do this. I know I'm all over the place today. What is it? It's cargo? How do I update Rust? Rust up? Rust up default update? Oh, I think it's just Rust up update, right? There we go. Okay, so anyway. So, and I think this is a video, it looks like. Okay. So those are the first books, and let's get the third or the second book here. So the second book, copy link address is artificial intelligence engines. So this is, so you can see why I got these two different books to start, right? They're totally different things. Artificial intelligence engines. Tutorial on mathematics and deep learning. Okay. So there's that one. So the third book I got, it's called Neural Network. I think it's this one. Let me see. This is the book here. Let's see. It's this book. Is that the PDF of the book? That would be cool if it was the PDF link of the book, wouldn't it? Let's look and see. It's 11 megs. Very well could be. So this is neural networks. So this is a book. And this one is called Neural Networks and Deep Learning. This is a textbook. I love to read textbooks because it teaches me what people are teaching. And we'll say PDF is here. And here it is. And we'll say video. We'll link to this video here. Share the link here. Awesome. Video. Neural networks on YouTube. There you go. So now you'll have some resources, and feel free to continue to add to these as we go forward. I suspect over the coming months I'll be doing more research on just this in general. And so we can start tracking it here. So hopefully that works. A good paper about how LLM can use tools to expand their capabilities. Added to the list. Oh, should we add a chatbot command for this? Let's do that. Let's do, where's Firebot commands? Let's go add one. So what do we want the command to be? It will basically, we'll say AI, and we'll add some aliases. It will be ML, machine learning, neural, and we'll say, should we add a category for open source projects? Yeah, go for it. Well, yeah, just add it. Why not? Fuck it. Okay. So AI and ML will go here. We'll do a 15-second cooldown. Add new effect, and we'll say chat. We'll say compile list of resources. Yeah. And I guess we'll say machine learning, artificial intelligence, and neural network resources link. There you go. Save. Cool. So that one's done. Okay. So anyway, let's go fix Rust. So it looks like we updated Rust. And, oh, sorry. And let's try to compile with the new version of Rust. And I'll let you all continue to add comments here. But yeah, if you want to do, you know, open source projects, feel free to add them in there. The other thing I want to do is I want to go to the Aura issue tracker. Here, we'll go to issues and we will say SPDX and then we will say example. Let's find, so these are Apache 2. I want an example. Standard license header. What are the SPDX tags? So here's the website I'm looking at, by the way. So there's a way to do like the tags, because we basically already have this. Right, so let's find GPL. Maybe they have an example there. GPL 2.0 only 3, that's fine. So there's like a SPDX identifier. I know the kernel does this. Let's go SPDX identifier. Example. Here we go. SPDX tutorial. Ah, it's right here. License expressions and source code files. SPDX code and source code, read the SPDX tutorial. Basically, I think we just need to use this, and we basically copy this and okay, there we go. So that issue is opened, so I can close all of this now, and we're waiting on Rust. We're back to Rust, hooray! Hooray! Cargo deny should yell at us if we don't specify license and then creates cargo.toml file. I don't know if that covers what you want though. Hey Tawny. Really the SPDX is just for folks who use SPDX scanners. So this is the software supply chain folks who are like looking into the Aura source code for vulnerabilities and things like that. SPDX is like the way of the future. So like if like GitHub has a service called Dependabot, which is basically like that robot that will scan your source code. This is one of the first places it looks. So if we start to use SPDX, it should speed up our scans, and it's just the way of the future anyway. So it's best practices, and we should just get on the train now. Oh, what happened? Did it compile? For Dino Core. That's okay. Greater than 1.7. So let's get Dino Core, this one, I think, for Aura script, and we'll try to build Aura script by itself after this. I'm doing nim today. Oh, so let's are yanked. Do you know runtime? Oh, let's try that maybe. What do we think? Oh, sorry. Make Aura script. Am I right? Let's see. Let's see. Also, that issue, Future Highway, the one about speeding up our build, somebody suggested using a faster linker. Did you see that? Did you see the conversation around linking? I'm wondering how we tell our makefile to use a different linker. Also, I love how Rust was supposed to be this shiny new language to replace C, and it was supposed to be better and more awesome and more amazing and solve all these problems, and here we are having linker conversations again to speed up our builds. I read it. Yeah, I just don't know enough about how to specify a linker, how to even change it. I could go read and figure out. If it was easy to do, if it was like changing a variable or something, I would do it. But I think it's like more. Yeah, I don't see linker in here anywhere. Let's just let Aura script build and get the repo back into good working order. I don't know it off the top of my head, and I'm not sure what the effects are. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. We want Rust safety with Go build performance. That's right. And honestly, Go is not that far away from memory safety either. Okay, so that compiled. So let's make build test lint. I think these are the things we run in the CI/CD. So let's just run these really quick. And actually, just in the off chance that it's going to work, let's just start the build now, because let's be real, it's going to take 30 fucking minutes for the thing to build anyway. Okay, so git status, git add, git branch, git commit ssm, fix build, update deps, fix deny.toml. We'll say, you can't say fix. Add Creative Commons to deny.toml. Fix build deps. We'll just do this. Okay, and git push origin fix build. And let's open up a PR. Pull request. Pull request. Pull request. In CI, we are building and installing as if we run the test, but we aren't able to run most of the actual tests. I don't know if we want to diverge between local commands and CI commands, though. I mean, I don't know. I just want it to go faster. I honestly, I think the ideal situation would be having local commands that are as close as possible to the CI, but just work really fast. And that they're going to catch the vast majority of the problems we're going to see with CI. If they can be the same commands, we should make them the same commands. But if it's like something that it's like, we don't want to like re-pull all dependencies every time you type make locally, then like, yeah, probably that's like a good path. Hopefully that makes sense. I also think that like the tests, like the big set of tests we should run in CI, I don't know if we want to run them like locally, like every time. They feel very like large, if that makes sense. Also, I don't know how squeamish people are, but I was working in the garden. I'm building like a fern and moss and mushroom garden in the backyard with like all the, we live in the like wet area and there's like moss and stuff outside. Anyway, I was like moving these large boulders around like with my muscles, like big heavy boulders, not like a small microwave size, like the size of like a chair, right? Like several hundred pounds. And like the type of boulder that you can't lift up, you have to like roll it kind of like one side at a time as like you're moving it. And anyway, long story short, I got my finger squashed between two of the boulders, like, and I'm pretty sure it's broken. I decided not to go to the emergency room. Anyway, it looks fucking gross. If people want to see it, I'm happy to show it, but like, I don't just want to like flash it on the screen because I know, you know, there's going to be some set of people who are like, Nova, fuck you, don't ever show that. And then there's going to be some other people who are going to be like, oh, awesome, please show it. So like, maybe we could do like a small, like, look away and we won't show you, but I can show the other people. I don't know how we want to do it, but if folks want to see it, I'm happy to show. I love this kind of stuff. All right, and this looks good to me. That passed. So we're just waiting here. We'll say add cc to deny.toml. Update Yoki to build from main. Update rest. Update libc groups lib containers. I did do a PR that should use the outdated caches when available, so hopefully that works and speeds things up. We'll see on your PR right now. Awesome. Thanks, future. Do. Cool. Sorry about that. I was just looking at something on my phone. Let's see how fast it goes. It'd be nice if we could do more fine-grained caching in Rust. We will figure it out. We will figure it out. I'm excited to look at Jay's PR after this. I'm excited. I'm excited. I have ideas, says Tawny. Pull request accepted, Tawny. Pull request accepted. Thank you for the follow. Ooh, excuse me. Did I drink my morning coffee here? Wow, this is taking forever. Let's We know this is gonna pass, so let's just move forward, shall we? Okay. So we will go to get checkout main, get reset card, origin main, get pull origin main. There we go. Okay. So now I can drink beer while watching somebody code and drink morning coffee. I mean, it's 11. I'm about to go eat lunch, right? And update. Okay, so after my branch gets merged, we can merge that. So we're going to look at Jerome's branch here. Okay, so we're going to copy this. So we will get remote dash v. Get at github.com. Aura.git. So speaking of get at github.com, who was hit by who here? Show of hands. Show of hands. Show of hands. Everybody, you stop what you're doing. You have to come talk in the chat for just a second, and then I'll leave you the fuck alone. I'm gonna know if you don't talk in the chat though. I have a list of people who are watching who aren't gonna come chat. I'll name names. Don't make me name names now. I have a list. I have a list of people. Don't think I don't. Don't think I don't. Who here was bitten by the RSA GitHub bug? Or not bug, but when we updated our RSA key last week? Who here had to do something on their computer, and what did you do? What was your experience like? Can you share a little bit? I'm just curious. Stare, says Stalkerish. I will name names. Don't even, I'll look here, I'll start right now. We have Mr. Piro, we have Morris TI, we have Satinez, we have Spectrius, Stowe 4KE, Iron Tech, it's Heather LOL, Perky, Inance, DJ Turfy. That's a scary name that I said it out loud. F3 Elbert, Evil Daddy. Yeah, people are leaving. They're like, she's gonna call on me. I'm fucking out of here. Okay, so let's see what people said. Gannon says I had to add stuff to SSH. Honey says I just had to delete a key in a file. Says being a non-developing pleb, I had my tea from the outside. We had to clear the host config on some Mac self-hosted builders at work. Nice. I don't think I had any issues, but I wasn't getting a lot of work done last week. Just some known host shenanigans. To check GitHub for the new correct one. And check GitHub for the new correct one. Not a coding person at this moment, so didn't do anything. Awesome. Awesome. Good to see you. Welcome to the show, She Hearts Games. Stargate says I had already set up SSH key not using RSA standard, so no problem for me. Stargate 1 wins the internet. Stargate 1 wins. Oh. All right, so get remote V. We now have J here, so we get checkout B. J's branch is called VM service, right? Yes. Then get whole J VM service. And we will get reset card J VM service. And then we'll do it one more time. And that looks good. Okay, so the last commit was adding integration tests. Okay, so let's see what we have here. I have no idea what we're even looking for. Something changed. Let's go and see if there is an example for it. So I know Jay likes to use AE for a lot of his work. So let's just try to build it and see what happens. We'll start there. Make Nova. I feel like most of my boxes make me have to explicitly enable RSA now. Notice that when connecting to embedded devices with older firmware. That's awesome. That's the way it should be. Thank you for the follow, Mayrob124. Thank you, everyone. Not hit yet. Nice. So one of the things we can do, so it's AER, I believe. Yeah. So let's make AER. Okay. Oh, and we want to rebase on main now. So git pull origin main rebase. It seems there's already a so we'll say git rebase abort. There we go. Did it actually do it though? Let's go check our cargo.toml. Nix. Yeah, no. Git checkout main. Oh, it's because it's not merged into main yet. That's why we're waiting on the builds. Derpy derpy. Okay, so let's go see how this is doing. Bro, hurry up. 9 minutes. Should I just merge it? I'm just gonna merge it. Can I? Oh, fuck it. I'm gonna just do it. Okay. Update branch. And merge. Here we go. Okay. I feel bad doing that, but that's okay. So we're in main. Git pull origin main. We should see changes. Okay. And then we will git checkout. You can, so just FYI for folks, you can do git checkout dash and it's like CD dash. It'll just go to your last branch. So, right, you can flip back and forth. See? Switch to main, switch to VM service, switch to VM service, switch to main. And all you have to do is type git checkout dash. Just like CD dash. Hey, Q's here. Good morning. How's it going? You want to tell people hi? Chat is right there. There's home.
Hello. Oh, hi, Arden. Yes.
Good morning. I love you. How you feeling? Is there anything I can do? I checked the calendar. I noticed you have games. I'll clean up the backyard some more, and I did the counters for you.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome. And I'll do more chores with like the trash and stuff after this. And I fixed the chair.
Oh, nice.
Cool. I just have like maybe 30 more minutes left, and then I'll be done for the day. Okay. I love you. Hug.
Maybe put him down.
I gotta go with dogs are sentient. You are welcome to have your own opinion, for sure. I didn't know about CD dash. Wow. Yeah. Oh, cool. So let's see. So we're on git branch. We're on main. Git checkout. This, and then we git pull. Origin main rebase. Here we go. And then here we do a git status, git add, git commit SSM. Jay, I'm pushing to your branch, okay? I hope you're here. Jay. I'll let him know in chat. Go for it. Can I force push to your branch? I'm gonna do it. Hopefully I didn't break your branch. If I did, save your local code. Okay, so that was a rebase with a force push. And let's do make Nova. Force with lease. Already force pushed. Sorry, I don't know about force with lease. Is that a thing I should be doing? Is that specifically designed to solve this problem? Jay's like, God damn it, I have to go check my bridge now. That's my hard fucking work. I'm just kidding, Jay's super sweet to me. He is a gentleman and a scholar. What does git commit the two S's? Lowercase s is sign off, so that will do like this commit signed off by Chris Nova. It'll add that to the bottom of my commit message. And capital S means sign with the PGP key. So not only do I get the little like this commit signed off by Chris Nova, I also get it's signed by my PGP key. So if you look at the commits, let me show you. Oh, did I break Jay's? Oh God, what did I do? I hope I didn't break Jay's branch. Hold on, maybe I did. Either way, see how my commits now have this verified thing here? Fix build, update depths, etc., etc. Jay, you should force push your code again. Can you just do that for me really quick? I hate to bother you. Cool, thanks. So this is... Okay, give me a second. Yeah. Sorry about that. Well, I just don't want to lose your code. I'll just open up a new branch and open up a PR into your branch. I think that's the way to do it. Accidentally some commits. Well, it looks like... Maybe it's... assisting my 4-year-old here with Mario World while watching the stream. Fuck, I'm gonna go play Mario World. Your 4-year-old sounds like he's doing the right thing. Really, my only question is like, why did the pull request get closed, right? Closed this 3 minutes ago. You closed it. Well, no, I know that. I mean, I didn't click the close button, but like... It was automatically closed. See, I think I like ended up losing a lot of Jay's work when I force pushed. This is why we do force push with lease. We'll wait for Jay to push it up. Push to it. So this is one of those cases where force with lease actually rejects too. Failed to push some. Okay, so let's refresh and see what happens now. We should see. Wait. I still don't see any changes here in GitHub from your force push. Just do git push origin VM server service -- force. YOLO, like I did. -- YOLO. Still not seeing any new commits here. That's what I did. Huh. Enumerating objects done. Push complete. Okay. Get push force. Let's go here. 3 commits ahead. Maybe you have to reopen it to see. Okay, let's go do that. Seems grayed out, yeah. It's just because it's not rebased here. So let me do this. Collaborative VM service. There we go. Now we see commits here. Okay. Cool. It needs to be more based. Yeah. So I'm going to do some things. So here is Jay's original code, and I'm not going to touch this. And in fact, I will say this. Original code from Jay. And we'll change this to original. And we'll just do this. Cool. So there's that one. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna say git branch, git pull git pull J VM service. And then we git reset R J VM service. There we go. And then we'll do git checkout B. Collab VMs service. And then this one we git pull origin main rebase. There we go. This is what we want. Okay, so merge client conflict in client.rs. Let's go find that. Go ahead and we're gonna take J's excerpt material or a socket. We're gonna take this one. Very good. So git add, and then we have another one in nested aura d.rs. which is in this one here. Cool. So we just get rid of this and then this. Ooh, okay. Let's take that is head. And so it looks like client socket, client path. Looks like we just removed client socket. So the question is, which one do we want? I don't know. So let's go see. Socket path. I think we do this. I think we're gonna go with socket. Okay, so let's make Aurae D. Let's make sure this compiles. So this is client RS on line 113. Course. Oof. Let channel. Ah, I see what Jay did now. So we will socket adder. This should be socket path, right? And connect path, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of all of this. Ah, connected channel. This is on line 91. System.socket. Let's see. So here was the original. So this now vendor's Aura socket. So let's take Jay's original and see what we get. So this will be client.rs, and we'll grab the raw version here. Okay, so now we're still getting into nested Aura D on line 181. We might grab the raw one there as well. We'll see. We'll see what we end up doing. Service. Cells, nested Aura D, this one. Let's see. Still getting some errors, and that's okay. No new TLS. And cell service RS line 80. Let's see. Client has no new TLS. What is client? We want to get Jay's client as well? Sure, why not? Why the heck not? I thought we already did this though. Oh. So this is no new. This is the upstream client. This J is. One second, let me run upstairs and I'll be right back. let's get this fixed one at a time. Client no new TLS. So this no new TLS, I believe we merged that recently. And I'm hoping that I didn't. I accidentally destroy that. So let's do this. I don't recall touching that no new TLS. So this came in the other day with, remember there was a PR about, sorry, I'm trying to get back to where I was. There was a PR about nested Aura D cells in TLS. So I'm trying to see where that went. DOC, see right here, no TLS daemon nested right here. See, no new TLS. I think basically what I do is just add just the function into your code is what we want. We also have connect chan, which seems to be missing as well. Yeah. Or might not have rebased. It's okay. I got it. I got it. You're all good. Out from outer function, use type here instead. So pub async here. Simple client. Why don't just curious. Down enum or a socket. Okay, so let's change this. 90. See, self-connect system. What is system here? Socket is an Aura socket, and connect chan makes a string. So I think it's 2. We'll do this. So this actually takes a Aura socket now, and connect chan also takes an Aura socket. and see what we get. Okay. So this is client RS on line 116. So now we just need to figure out how to get this to a string. Socket pars, socket header. We might need to refactor this. We used to have a string representing a socket. Yeah, now we actually have this new enum type, and I think we can just socket adder v6 code. Well, I mean, I think we can still use the enum. We just have to change a little bit of how we're connecting and what we do. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think I can get it today. I don't really understand what socket adder v6 code refactor means. So really, we basically here we do let boxer equal socket what is this socket now? Or a socket is path. See? We need to pass in the scope ID. I hear you. Oh, it's an Aura socket. Oh, so an enum is this is basically a union? You need a match statement. That's why I introduced the enum. I see. Correct. And here, I told y'all I'd be writing Rust. I didn't say I would be good at it, but here we go. All right. It's either a string when it's a path or an IPv6 scope ID. All right, so match socket. And then it's gross. Except for this okay is expected one field. So this is either a string, right? It's either an IPv6 or it's a path. Rust enum match example. Enums and pattern matching. Is if let. These books are so non-useful. It might be helpful if I could if I would actually read the book instead of just trying to reverse engineer my way through everything. Enum bool. Here you go. This is what I want. Match value bool true. Okay, so basically you would do its match here and you would say it's either a path. Thank you, Future Highway. I was close. Oh, because these are parts of Aura socket. Got it. Okay. So, and then we're just not using that at the moment, so we'll do that so it doesn't yell at me. Okay. And then do I keep these dots here? I guess so. I guess I keep the dots there. I don't really know. Mm-hmm. Oh. Jay already did this for us. So looks like we basically do this. Socket adder V6. This is what you meant by the socket adder V6. I see. Okay. And then we get rid of this. I'm sorry, y'all. I am special. System socket not found in this path. Unused import socket adder. Okay, so that's the wrong socket adder. I can fix this one. This is a problem I can fix. Match system socket. And I guess where's our match socket? And I think we just do match sock like this, right? Yeah. Okay. And then now we have client socket clone found struct string. Okay, so now we have to do the other stuff, which is fine. Okay, so expected enum or a socket struct string. That's on line 80. So I know how to fix this one. And that is on cell service line 80. Okay. And then I don't want Future Highway to have a heart attack, so I'm gonna click the button here. LOL says Future. Okay, so this is line 80. So basically, client socket to no new TLS. This returns a string. And it's a macro. Of course it is. Client socket clone. So where are we getting client socket from? Hey Arjun, welcome back. So no new TLS now needs... So how do we initialize a new Aura socket from a string? Future Highway says Aura socket path. Yeah, okay, so if I can do that in one line, I totally will. I was going to do it on a different line and just create a new variable, but I'm also down with this. And then is Aura socket imported? Let's grab the import from our client. Where are you at? There, create Aura socket. on line 98. Yeah, so this is what the compiler suggested as well. And we also see this here. And cells on line 178. So let's go do... Well, let's do one error at a time. We'll get this error first. Use client or a socket. Use me. Okay, so cell RS on line 178. I can fix that one. Cell service nested or a D. Yeah, cell.rs on line 178. Oh, that is the right line. Okay, so no field clients socket on nested Aura D. Should this return a result or a socket now? I think it should, shouldn't it? Cannot move. There we go. Look, guys, I wrote Rust today. Herpy fucking dirt. Well, that'll break whatever is calling it, but we'll get it plumbed through. We'll let the compiler be our guiding star here. Okay, so now we have cell service on line 81. Let's go find good old cell service on line 81. Okay, so we have... Oh, we're back here again. Good. So... expected struct string. This enum variant are incorrect. Client socket clone. Ah, because client socket is now exactly what we need. So we can just do client socket here. Right. Okay, so let mutable command equals command new and nested Aura D on line 75. Or D path, or D path. So the trait standard convert as ref. That's Aura D path now. Command new program. So required by this bound new. So Aura D is now fucked somehow. As ref OS string. Path to the Aura D binary. Box self, Lexi. Okay, what does command.new expect? As ref, what is an OS string? Fix me. Slice. And Aura D is an Aura D path from path. I don't know what an OS stir is. So we could implement it. The trait bound as ref. Is there a to stir? Why is it not? Do I need to go do the future highway thing? Let's see. Updating workspace info. Okay, so we have Aura D, and then we have to string, maybe? And then we can get an OS stir. Help change this to... Oh, just get rid of the borrow now. Whatever future highway, I can just cast it to a string after I click the button. Try into expect pattern to Aura D above that. Can I just cast it to a string like this? I feel like this is equally as safe. I think this makes sense. I'll wait for a second opinion before I commit to it, but I think this is fine. I think this is fine. Hey, compiler says it works. That means it works. And there it goes. And AER. Git branch. Okay, so git commit SSM. Say collab rebase on Twitch. And we'll git add. There you go. And git push origin collab VM service. There we go. So basically what we'll do now is we'll go here, and this should have my commits and Jay's commits. So yep, there they are. Okay. So here's what we can do, team. We can either merge this directly into main from my collaborative branch, or I can merge this into Jay's branch. Does that make sense? I think I don't think that is what you think it will be. It will be proc self xe instead of where the symbolic link points. Oh, I mean, I have no idea what the actual values are. I just got it to compile, right? Let's add your code here. Above that, let Aura D path. So basically, Future Highway says create a new variable called Aura D path. And then you basically do command new Aura D path. Am I right? And then we import path buff. And so let's see, make Aura D. Yeah, this looks fine. Okay, so I still think that we do a collaborative PR into main. I suspect Jay will be cool with that. He seems like a very easygoing kind of guy. Okay. Thank you for the follow. Cool. So there is our collaborative work here. And then this should still have... yeah, I think we can merge it into main. Otherwise, we'll have a bunch more of these fun merges in the future. Let's just merge it and keep moving forward. I'm 100% down with that. If y'all are. Future Highway, does this work for you? Yep. Cool. Do we want to wait for the build? I can run the stuff locally really quick. So we'll say, what is it? Make, build, lint, test. We'll run all this really quick and see what we get. And then I'll just merge it in. And then I'll call it a day. And then we can keep iterating. And we'll feel like we made progress today. We got everything rebased. We have a fresh main so people can take a break, relax, let your mind go. You don't have an outstanding PR to worry about. And whenever you're ready, you just come back in with fresh eyes and look at the code and just make some improvements. I think that seems like a good place to be. I know it's slow going, but I'm here for this. Making progress feels so good. It does. I'm going to try to help us move forward. That's all I'm going to try to do. Like, I'm not going to be able to do very much, but I will push us forward. This is like mountain climbing, you guys. Like, let me just push us. I may not always be able to, like, do the things I need, but I'll try my hardest. Endorphins. Thank you for the follow, everyone. We're going to wrap up for the day as soon as this build completes. I think we want to raid Al. Go hang out with Al. What do y'all think? I think that seems like the way to go. Thank you for the follow, everyone. Smash that follow button if you want to hang out. We do this more. We're a cool group of folks. We have a Discord and everything. Come join the project. We're super chill. Bunch of nerds. Thanks, Arjun. Late to the party, but hi, Nova. Hey, Theo. We're getting ready to raid Al, I believe. But welcome in, Theo. Somebody give Theo a shout out. Theo's another one of our homies. Another one of our Twitch friends. Oh, just kidding. We have all kinds of unused imports in. Let me go fix these really quick. So this will be already tests. I didn't realize we had a test. Well, I guess those are okay there. Do I need it? I don't think I go fix these. I think all the tests are auto-generated, aren't they? How do I grep for yellow? Line 4. Thank you for the shout out. Test failed. VMs must start with Aurae D. I think I just am gonna comment this out for now. I think you can comment that, yeah, exactly. Let's see. It passes when you run the cloud hypervisor command from the terminal. Cool. Yeah, and we'll figure out how to get tests and everything. We can get GitHub runners and stuff set up. Like we have a lot we can do. So no big deal. Cool, this looks good. SSM. Git branch, git push origin collab VM service. Cool, and I will merge it. Alrighty, let's see. Comment out VM test and squash and merge. Great. There we go. And I will close this one. Here we go. So we have what, 2 PRs open now? There we go. Awesome, awesome. Okay, I'm out of here, folks. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for hanging out at the Nova Show. I'm your host, Chris Nova. Welcome to the show. Goodbye from the show. I love you. I think you are all awesome people. And I will see you all next time. Thanks for sticking around. We're going to go raid my homie Al, who's a cool dude. And he's going to be like, Chris Nova. Now there's a real hacker. Because that's pretty much what Al does whenever I raid Al. But that's okay because we love Al. He's awesome. He's a cool dude. So I hope you're ready for some cybersecurity because that's what you're going to get. Who knows what he'll be working on today, but I do hope you enjoy his shenanigans. And buckle up. It can be quite a ride with Al. So we'll see you all next time. I love you. Follow me on Mastodon. Come check out the Nivenly Foundation. Check out our Mastodon server, Hackaderm. The Aura project is the project we were just working on, is another Nivenly project. And we're just happy to be here and be a part of your life. So thanks for sticking around and thanks for supporting us. We love you, and shout out to our mods. We couldn't do this without you, especially you, Arjun. I see you out there in the streets doing good things. Future, Jay, all the folks who work on Aura. Theo, it's good to see you as well. Gannett and everybody else who's been here. I appreciate all you do. Thanks for sticking around, and stay tuned for more exciting updates from the Nova Show. We'll see you next time. See you all later.